Are you tired of feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or like you're just not reaching your full potential? Do you find yourself constantly battling with your thoughts, procrastinating, or doubting your abilities? If so, you're not alone. But let me tell you something. You can break free from these mental blocks. Right now, in this moment, you have the power to completely rewire your brain for success. This isn't some far-off dream. It's your reality, if you're willing to take action. Today, we're going to explore how to reshape the way you think, act, and react. We're going to break down the exact steps to train your brain, silence the negative voices in your head, and develop the mental strength you need to overcome any challenge. But this isn't just motivational fluff. These are real, actionable strategies that will transform your mindset and ultimately your life. Stick with me because this is the key to unlocking your fullest potential. Your brain is a powerhouse. Every day it's processing thousands of thoughts, and whether you realize it or not, those thoughts are shaping the course of your life. Think about it. How often do you wake up in the morning already feeling drained, defeated, or lacking direction? That's not just life happening to you. That's the power of your mind working in a way that doesn't serve you. But here's the good news. Your mind is powerful enough to work in your favor if you learn to use it right. You see, your brain has an immense untapped potential that you're likely not fully accessing. It's influencing your actions, reactions, and the patterns of thought you repeat over and over again. Imagine what would happen if you could tap into that power intentionally. If you could unlock that inner strength and redirect your focus, you'd realize that you're capable of so much more than you think. The truth is, you're only scratching the surface of what your brain is capable of. Now, let's talk about mindset, because mindset is everything. Think about the person you've become so far in life. Everything you've done, every goal you've reached, and every challenge you've overcome has been a result of how you chose to think. Your mindset shapes your reality. If you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't. It's that simple. Your thoughts don't just float around aimlessly, they fuel your actions. If you believe that you're not good enough or that success is for others but not for you, that belief will keep you stuck. But if you shift that thinking, if you start to believe that success is your birthright and that you are fully capable of reaching your goals, you will start to see opportunities open up in ways you never imagined. Your mindset isn't just important, it's the foundation of everything that happens in your life. Change your mindset and you change your world. There are two types of mindsets: fixed and growth. A fixed mindset says, I can't do it. It assumes that abilities and intelligence are set in stone. A growth mindset says, I can do it if I work for it. It's the belief that your abilities are not fixed but can be developed with effort and perseverance. Here's the thing, if you want to move forward in life, you've got to choose the growth mindset. It's the mindset of people who achieve greatness, from entrepreneurs to athletes to everyday individuals who rise above their circumstances. Now, here's the exciting part. Your brain is flexible. It's capable of rewiring itself to form new habits, new ways of thinking, and new patterns of behavior. This is called neuroplasticity, and it's one of the greatest gifts you've been given. Think about it. You have the ability to literally reshape the way your brain works. You're not stuck in your old patterns, not at all. Every time you choose a new thought or a new way of acting, you are physically rewiring your brain. Your brain becomes more adaptable, more open to new possibilities, and more capable of handling challenges that once felt impossible. But here's the hard truth. Mental barriers like self-doubt and limiting beliefs are holding you back from achieving your potential. These are the chains that keep you grounded, telling you that you can't do something before you even try. It's time to confront these fears head on and realize that they're just stories you've been telling yourself for too long. You are not defined by your past mistakes or failures, and you are not limited by your current circumstances. Break through the chains of self-doubt and make the decision today to stop holding yourself back. The thoughts that you entertain daily are more powerful than you think. Your mind is constantly creating your reality. It's like a mirror, it reflects back what you believe about yourself. If you constantly think negative thoughts, focusing on what's wrong with your life or what you lack, that's what you will see. But when you shift your focus to what's possible, to what you can create, to the opportunities that are out there waiting for you, your life will change. Your mind is a powerful tool, and it's up to you how you use it. One of the biggest barriers to success is negative self-talk. I'm sure you've heard that inner voice that tells you you're not good enough or you're not capable. That voice has been with you for a long time, and it's not going to go away on its own. But here's the good news, you can challenge it. You can take control of that voice and turn it into a positive, motivating force. Every time you hear that voice telling you to quit or to give up, fight back with a powerful affirmation. Remind yourself of your strength, your potential, and your ability to succeed. Success isn't just about setting goals, it's about aligning your beliefs with those goals. If you believe deep down that you're not worthy of success or that you'll never reach your goals, your actions will reflect that belief. But if you start aligning your beliefs with the success you want to achieve, you'll begin to see those goals manifest in your life. You have to shape your identity around the person you want to become. Believe in yourself, believe in your vision, and your actions will follow. When you change your thoughts from focusing on problems to focusing on possibilities, you shift your entire mindset. You move from a place of scarcity where you see obstacles and limitations to a place of abundance where you see opportunities at every turn. This is where your brain's potential truly shines. Instead of seeing roadblocks, you start seeing solutions. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, you focus on what you can create. This shift is the key to unlocking your success. But to maintain this shift, you need to build mental strength. Just like you train your body at the gym, you need to train your mind. Start with daily affirmations. Make it a habit to tell yourself something positive every day. Practice gratitude, focus on your goals, and keep your mind strong by feeding it positive thoughts and ideas. You'll be amazed at how much this changes your outlook on life and your ability to achieve what you set out to do. Limiting beliefs are like invisible chains that hold you back, often without you even realizing it. These are the stories you tell yourself about what you can and can't do, often rooted in past experiences or childhood programming. You might believe that you're not smart enough, not talented enough, or not deserving of success. But let me tell you something, those beliefs are lies. You were not born with these limitations. They were created over time through your experiences and through the messages you receive from others. But today you have the power to rewrite that story. Take a moment to reflect on your past. Think about the experiences that have shaped you. Maybe you faced rejection, failure, or disappointment. It's easy to let those experiences define who you are today, but that's not the full picture. Yes, those experiences were hard, but they don't have to define your future. You are not bound by your past. You can choose to move forward, to reclaim your power, and to break free from the influence of those old stories. The words you use are incredibly powerful. If you say "I can't," you've already decided that it's not possible. That phrase alone creates a mental barrier that stops you before you even try. But when you change your vocabulary, when you start saying "I can" or "I will," you open up a whole new world of possibilities. Words shape your reality, so choose them wisely. Replace "I can't" with "I'm capable" or "I'm learning." This small change in language can make all the difference. The best part, you don't have to do it alone. Affirmations and visualization are powerful tools to help you reprogram your brain and reinforce your new beliefs. Take a few moments each day to visualize the person you want to become and affirm that you already have what it takes to get there. Your mind is a sponge, absorbing everything you feed it. Feed it positive, empowering thoughts and watch how quickly your life starts to change. Habits are the foundation of your life. What you do daily, no matter how small, is shaping your future. Habits can either work for you or against you. Think about the habits you've built over the years. Are they supporting your goals or are they keeping you stuck? Habits are powerful because they're automatic. You don't have to think about brushing your teeth or tying your shoes. They're automatic because they've become ingrained in your daily routine. But just like you've built unproductive habits, you can build productive ones. It's all about consistency. The habit loop is something you need to understand. It's the cycle that drives all of your behaviors. A cue triggers a routine, and the routine rewards you in some way. To change a habit, you need to disrupt that cycle. If you want to stop smoking, for example, you can't just tell yourself to quit. You have to identify the cue, stress, boredom, and replace the routine, smoking, with something healthier. This is the key to breaking bad habits and forming good ones. Building small, consistent habits is one of the most powerful ways to achieve big results. Focus on making small improvements every day. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the thought of huge changes, but by breaking it down into tiny steps, you make progress without burning yourself out. Success doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen with consistency. The 21-day rule is often used to describe how long it takes to form a new habit. But the truth is, it takes as long as it takes. What matters is that you stay consistent and keep showing up every day. A success routine starts with your morning habits. What you do first thing in the morning sets the tone for your entire day. Do you hit snooze and drag yourself out of bed, or do you get up and immediately start with something positive, like meditation or exercise? The way you start your day determines how productive and successful you will be. Build a morning routine that primes you for success, and you'll find yourself moving through your day with focus and energy. Your evening routine is just as important. It's the perfect time to reflect on your day, celebrate your wins, and set yourself up for success tomorrow. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to effortlessly conquer challenges while others struggle to get out of their own way? The difference lies in how we understand and use the power of our brains. Let me tell you something powerful. Your brain is wired for change. It's not static. It isn't something that just works based on the hand you were dealt. No, it's a powerhouse of potential that adapts and grows every single day based on what you feed it. Your brain has an amazing ability to rewire itself, constantly creating new pathways and connections. Think about it. Everything you learn, every new habit you form, and every skill you acquire is because your brain has the ability to adapt. This is called neuroplasticity. It means that no matter your age, your background, or where you are in life right now, you have the ability to grow, evolve, and change. So if you're feeling stuck, know this. You're not stuck. You're just a few mindset shifts away from unlocking your full potential. Don't let the limitations you feel today fool you. Change is within your grasp, and your brain is ready for it. But here's where most people get it wrong. They don't fully realize how their thoughts shape their reality. The reality you live in today is a direct reflection of the thoughts you've been feeding your mind. Let me explain. Every time you think something, your brain actually changes physically. The neurons in your brain fire and form new connections. This is how your thoughts become real, tangible changes in your life. If you're telling yourself you can't do something, your brain is literally wiring you to fail. But if you begin to believe in your ability to change, your brain will start to connect those dots too. The power to shape your reality is right between your ears. So how does all this connect to your habits? Habits aren't just random behaviors. They're ingrained patterns of thought and action that have been repeated over and over. Every time you repeat a behavior, your brain strengthens the neural pathway associated with it. This means that habits are incredibly powerful. They don't just define what you do, they define who you are. Whether those habits are serving you or holding you back, they have a profound effect on the quality of your life. But here's the good news. Just like negative habits can be formed, so can positive ones. If you want to change your life, start with changing the habits you engage in every day. The more you repeat positive actions, the stronger the neural pathways become, and the easier it gets to achieve the success you're after. Now let's talk about mindset. A fixed mindset is like a cage for your brain. It's the belief that your abilities are fixed and that you can't change them. If you believe you're not good at something, you'll always find excuses to avoid it. You'll find ways to stay comfortable, and comfort doesn't lead to success. A growth mindset, on the other hand, is the belief that you can learn, grow, and improve. This mindset sees challenges as opportunities and setbacks as lessons. It's the mindset that says, I'm not there yet, but I will be. Shifting to a growth mindset is like unlocking the door to endless possibilities. It's the difference between feeling stuck and feeling unstoppable. And let's not forget about the incredible power of positive thinking. It's not about blindly pretending that everything's perfect. It's about choosing to see the possibilities rather than the obstacles. Positive thinking changes your brain's chemistry, increases your focus, and strengthens your resilience. When you believe you can, your brain literally starts to work in your favor. When you shift from I can't to I can, you activate pathways that weren't there before. Positive thinking isn't just about optimism, it's a key to unleashing your full potential. Now there's something crucial we need to discuss: stress and fear. When you're faced with a challenge, your brain naturally reacts with fear. It's part of the brain's survival mechanism. But what if I told you that fear doesn't have to paralyze you? What if fear could be your ally, your trigger to take action instead of run away? When you reframe stress as a sign that you're on the verge of growth, your brain starts to adapt. Instead of fighting it, you can use it to fuel you, to push you forward. Stress isn't the enemy, it's a sign that change is happening, and that's something you should embrace, not resist. Finally, let's talk about training your brain. Think of your brain as a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Just like you would train your body with exercise, you can train your brain to perform better, to think differently, to achieve more. Each time you push through a challenge, each time you practice a new habit or change your mindset, you're building mental muscle. This is how you cultivate lasting success. It doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, your brain becomes stronger, sharper, and more capable of handling anything that comes your way. Let me ask you, are you ready to train your mind for success? Because your brain is waiting to be shaped into the powerful tool you need to create the life you've always dreamed of. Have you ever stopped and wondered why you keep hitting the same roadblocks? Why success always seems just out of reach? It's not about your talent, it's not about your potential, it's about your beliefs. Your beliefs are the lens through which you see the world. They shape how you respond to challenges, how you view your own abilities, and how you react to opportunities. Let me tell you something. What you believe about yourself and your capabilities can either propel you forward or hold you back. If you've ever caught yourself thinking, I'm not good enough or I don't deserve success, those are not just random thoughts, they're beliefs. And these beliefs shape everything. A limiting belief is a belief that restricts your potential. It's a thought you've accepted as truth, even though it's often far from it. These beliefs don't just sit quietly in your mind, they drive your actions, your choices, and your decisions every single day. When you believe you can't achieve something, you'll find a way to prove yourself right. Your mind becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy, working to make sure your beliefs become your reality. The problem is, these beliefs are not the truth. They're just stories you've told yourself over time. But here's the reality. These limiting beliefs are the very things that are keeping you stuck. Think about it for a moment. How many opportunities have you passed up because you told yourself you weren't good enough? How many dreams have you abandoned because a voice inside your head said you'll never make it? If you hold on to these beliefs, they control you. And here's the worst part, they trap you in a cycle of inaction. The longer you believe you're not capable, the less likely you are to take the steps that will lead you to success. It's like being in quicksand. Every negative belief you hold on to just pulls you deeper into a place of stagnation. And the more you listen to those negative thoughts, the more you feed them, the stronger they become. They turn into barriers in your mind, blocking you from moving forward. These beliefs don't just affect your actions, they affect how you see yourself, how you see others, and how you approach every opportunity that comes your way. It's like living in a world where everything you do is filtered through a lens of doubt and insecurity. But the good news? You have the power to remove that lens and see the world through a new, empowering perspective. The first step to breaking free is recognizing your limiting beliefs. Start by taking a hard look at the thoughts that run on autopilot in your mind. What do you consistently tell yourself? What are the negative patterns that keep showing up? It's easy to overlook these beliefs because they've been with you for so long, but they're there. Maybe it's the thought that you're not smart enough, not talented enough, or not worthy enough. Maybe it's the idea that people like you just don't get lucky or successful. Take a moment right now and think about the areas of your life where you feel stuck or where you've held back. Now ask yourself, what am I telling myself about this situation? These thoughts are the breadcrumbs that will lead you straight to your limiting beliefs. And don't stop there. Ask yourself where these beliefs came from. Did someone tell you that you weren't good enough? Did you experience failure once and let that define you? Your limiting beliefs are not truths, they are just old stories you've bought into. But the moment you recognize them, you can start to rewrite the narrative. Once you've identified those limiting beliefs, it's time to dig deeper. Reflection is key. One of the most powerful ways to uncover your beliefs is through journaling and mindfulness. Take some time each day to sit quietly, write down your thoughts, and reflect on your feelings. Ask yourself, what do I believe about my ability to succeed? What do I tell myself when I face challenges? Through journaling, you can begin to understand where these beliefs come from and how they've shaped your behavior. Mindfulness is another powerful tool. It allows you to catch those thoughts in real time and reframe them before they take control. Ask yourself the tough questions. What's holding me back right now? Why haven't I taken the steps to move forward? What am I afraid of? By asking yourself these questions and sitting with the answers, you can uncover the silent beliefs that have been sabotaging your success. Your mind is powerful, and the more you practice self-awareness, the more you'll begin to see the hidden thoughts that are shaping your decisions. Here's where the magic starts. The question you need to ask yourself is, what's holding me back right now? This question is a game changer. When you dig deep into the reasons behind your hesitation, you'll uncover the limiting beliefs that are hiding beneath the surface. Maybe it's fear of failure. Maybe it's fear of judgment. Whatever it is, if you're not taking action, it's because there's a belief standing in your way. And here's the thing, those beliefs are not facts. They're just feelings, stories, and assumptions that you've allowed to dictate your life. But once you bring them to light, you have the power to challenge them. Now let's talk about how to break free from these limiting beliefs. It starts with action. The first step is to challenge the belief. Ask yourself, is this belief true? Is it serving me? Can I prove it wrong? More often than not, you'll find that your limiting beliefs are based on fear or past experiences, not on reality. Then you need to replace these beliefs with empowering ones. Shift your focus from what you can't do to what you can do. Instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, start telling yourself, I am enough. Instead of I can't, tell yourself, I will find a way. Every time you replace a limiting thought with an empowering one, you are reprogramming your brain to act in alignment with success. You've also got some tools at your disposal to help you in this journey. Affirmations, repetition, and visualization are all powerful tools that can help reshape your beliefs. Affirmations are simple, powerful statements that remind you of your worth and your potential. When you repeat them, they start to sink into your subconscious. Visualization works in a similar way. Close your eyes and see yourself succeeding. Picture the actions you'll take and the results you'll achieve. Repetition of these practices will gradually rewire your brain and replace the old limiting beliefs with new empowering ones. Start today. Just shift one belief. Find one thought that's been holding you back and challenge it. Replace it with a belief that empowers you. This is how transformation begins. Small, simple changes that compound over time. And when you change just one belief, it has a ripple effect. You'll see the world differently. You'll take bolder actions, and you'll open the door to a new reality. Your beliefs have been shaping your life until now, but now it's time to take control. Shift just one belief today, and watch how it starts to change everything. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a cycle of starting and stopping, never really getting anywhere? You've tried so many times before to make a change, but things always fall apart. You start with great intentions, but before you know it, you're back where you started. Here's the truth. You're not failing because you're not capable. You're failing because you haven't rewired your brain to support the change you want to see. Today, we're going to break that cycle. I'm going to show you how consistency, small daily actions, and some simple strategies will not only help you stick to your goals, but also wire your brain for lasting success. It's time to take control and reshape your mind. The change you've been waiting for doesn't have to be hard, it just needs to be consistent. Consistency is the secret ingredient to lasting change. Without it, you're only putting in temporary effort, and temporary effort yields temporary results. Let me ask you this. How many times have you tried something new, whether it's a workout routine, a diet, or a new habit, only to see results fizzle out after a week or two? That's because change doesn't come from bursts of activity. It comes from consistent, steady effort. Your brain doesn't change overnight. You can't expect new habits to stick if you only try them once in a while. Change requires a daily commitment. The more consistently you repeat a behavior, the more your brain starts to wire itself to make that behavior automatic. Over time, what once felt difficult will become second nature. So if you're serious about change, you need to make consistency your foundation. The power isn't in the one-time action, it's in the daily repetition. You've probably heard that it takes 21 days to form a habit. While the exact number might vary from person to person, the core idea is true. Habits form through repetition. The 21-day rule comes from the idea that it takes about 3 weeks to create a new behavior that starts to feel automatic. When you commit to doing something every day, whether it's working out, eating better, or even waking up early, you start to rewire your brain to make that behavior a habit. Now let me be clear, 21 days isn't magic. What makes it work is your consistency over those 3 weeks. Every day that you repeat a behavior, your brain forms stronger neural connections. You begin to associate that action with reward and progress. After 3 weeks, your brain starts to treat the new habit as a part of your regular routine. No more resistance, no more mental battles. So think of the next 21 days as the beginning of your transformation. Commit to something for 3 weeks, and you'll start seeing results that stick. Perfection is a trap. It's a false belief that keeps so many of us stuck, thinking that we need to do everything perfectly in order to succeed. Here's the thing, striving for perfection only holds you back. Instead, focus on incremental change, small, consistent improvements. It's not about being perfect from the start. It's about taking one step forward each day. Think about it this way. If you aim for perfection, you'll set yourself up for frustration. You'll make mistakes, and you'll fall short. But if you focus on small changes, on doing better than you did yesterday, you'll build momentum and get closer to your goals without the pressure. Remember, success isn't a destination, it's a journey. Progress isn't measured by how perfect you are, it's measured by how consistent you are in moving forward, even when things aren't perfect. Now think back to the last time you set a goal. How long did it take before you gave up? A few days? A couple of weeks? How many times have you found yourself quitting just when results seemed out of reach? I know it's easy to feel like giving up is the only option when things aren't happening fast enough, but I want you to stop and think, why does that happen? Most people quit because they expect results too quickly. They want instant success. But the truth is, real change takes time. The process isn't always linear. Some days you'll make huge progress, and other days you'll feel stuck. But the key is not to quit. If you've been starting and quitting, you're not failing, you're learning. Each time you get back on track, you build more mental resilience. The ones who succeed are the ones who keep going, even when progress is slow. So ask yourself, will you stop just because it's hard, or will you keep going until you succeed? Your brain is incredibly powerful. It's constantly forming habits, good and bad, through a simple process of cues, routines, and rewards. A cue triggers a behavior, the behavior becomes a routine, and the routine leads to a reward. This is how your brain creates habits. The problem comes when your brain forms bad habits like procrastination or negative thinking, because the rewards feel immediate even if they're unhealthy in the long term. When you're trying to break a bad habit or form a new one, you need to disrupt this cycle. You have to reprogram your brain by introducing new cues and rewards. For example, instead of reaching for junk food when you're stressed, a bad habit, replace that with something positive like taking a walk or meditating. Over time, your brain will associate the new behavior with stress relief, and the new habit will form. Just remember, breaking bad habits is harder than forming new ones, because your brain is already wired to follow the old patterns. But with consistent effort, you can rewire those patterns. Why are bad habits so entrenched? It's because your brain craves comfort. The path of least resistance is always more appealing. Bad habits, even though they may not be good for you, feel comfortable in the moment. They provide immediate relief or pleasure, which makes them hard to let go of. But here's the truth. If you want to change, you have to challenge your brain's desire for comfort. The key is to break the cycle. Instead of giving in to the urge for comfort, disrupt the pattern. Push yourself to do something uncomfortable in the short term for a greater reward in the long term. It's like lifting weights. It's hard at first, but with each rep you grow stronger. The more you challenge your brain's comfort zone, the easier it becomes to break bad habits and form new, healthier ones. Don't expect the brain to change overnight. It takes effort. But every time you choose the discomfort of growth over the comfort of old habits, you're rewiring your brain for success. Big success isn't about making giant leaps every day. It's about taking small steps consistently. Small habits, when repeated every day, compound over time. Think about it, reading for just 15 minutes a day will make you a more knowledgeable person over the course of a year. A 10-minute workout every day will improve your health. These small actions add up in ways you can't even imagine. Success isn't about big, dramatic changes. It's about the little things, the small actions that you repeat over time. These daily habits form the foundation of success, and the best part, you don't have to wait for the perfect moment to start. Every small habit you create today is an investment in your future. So commit to one small habit and do it every day. You'll be amazed at how much progress you make. Think of habits like the roots of a tree. At first they may seem small and insignificant, but over time they grow deeper and stronger. These roots form the foundation of your success. The deeper your roots, the stronger your foundation, and the stronger your foundation, the taller you can grow. Good habits are like strong, deep roots. They provide stability, support, and growth. Without a solid foundation, you can't build anything lasting. If you want success, you need to focus on building strong, positive habits that will anchor you, even when the storms of life hit. The stronger your habits, the higher you'll be able to reach. Success doesn't just come from intelligence or skill. It comes from mastering your emotions. Emotional intelligence is one of the most important traits of high achievers. It's the ability to understand and manage your emotions, especially in high-pressure situations. Your emotions are powerful. They can drive you to success or lead you to failure. When you master your emotions, you can stay focused, make better decisions, and navigate challenges without getting overwhelmed. If you let your emotions control you, they'll dictate your actions, and your actions will hold you back. So take charge of your emotions. Control them, don't let them control you. That's the key to achieving your highest potential. Managing your emotions isn't always easy, but it's something you can learn. Simple exercises like deep breathing, meditation, or mindfulness can help you gain control. When you feel your emotions start to take over, take a deep breath, pause, refocus. This simple act can give you the clarity and calmness you need to make better decisions. The more you practice these techniques, the more you'll be able to handle life's challenges without letting your emotions derail your progress. Emotional regulation isn't about suppressing your emotions, it's about learning how to respond to them in a healthy way. When you master your emotions, you gain the power to control your actions and your success. Let me tell you something. If you don't master your emotions, they will master you. You can have the best strategy, the best goals, and the best intentions, but if you can't control your emotions, you won't get far. Emotions like fear, frustration, or anger can cloud your judgment, lead to impulsive decisions, and make you lose sight of your goals. If you let your emotions take over, they'll steer you off course. But when you take control of your emotions, you take control of your life. Don't let your emotions control your future. Instead, master them and use them to fuel your success. One of the most powerful tools for success is visualization. Successful people use visualization to program their minds for achievement. When you visualize yourself succeeding, you're training your brain to believe it's possible. Your brain can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So when you vividly imagine your success, your brain starts to wire itself to make it happen. Visualization is more than just daydreaming. It's about setting the coordinates for your future. When you can see your success in your mind, you're giving yourself a clear path to follow. Your brain starts working towards that vision, finding opportunities, and making decisions that align with your goals. To visualize your success, start by closing your eyes and picturing exactly where you want to be. Imagine yourself achieving your goals. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Engage all your senses in the experience. Then see yourself taking the steps to get there. What do you need to do today, tomorrow, next month? The more vividly you can imagine your success, the clearer your path will become. Visualization is like setting the coordinates for your journey. When you see it in your mind, you'll start to take the steps that lead you there. It's not just about dreaming, it's about programming your brain to make your dream a reality. Have you ever felt like life just keeps knocking you down, and no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to bounce back? Do you find yourself questioning whether it's even worth pushing forward when everything feels like an uphill battle? Let me tell you something. Success is not about avoiding failure or challenges. It's about developing the strength to rise again, no matter how many times you fall. Today I'm going to talk about mental resilience, the ability to weather any storm, face adversity head on, and keep moving forward. This is the one skill that can change everything for you. It's the foundation for growth, for overcoming obstacles, and for achieving the success you've been dreaming of. Together, we'll dive into how to build and strengthen this muscle, so you can face life's toughest moments with confidence and perseverance. Stick with me, because what you're about to learn will completely transform the way you think, react, and move through the challenges in your life. Mental resilience is not something you're born with. It's a skill you can develop. It's the ability to adapt to stress, adversity, and hardship, and then come out stronger on the other side. In life, challenges are inevitable. There will be times when things go wrong, when life hits you with the unexpected. But here's the game changer. Resilience allows you to bounce back, not just survive but thrive. When you have mental resilience, you're not defeated by failure. You learn from it, grow from it, and keep moving forward. Resilience isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about how you respond to it. The most successful people in the world aren't immune to struggles, but they have learned how to face them with courage and perseverance. So ask yourself, are you ready to build your resilience? Are you ready to face life's challenges with a mindset that will make you unstoppable? Here's the truth: without resilience, success is impossible. Life will always test you. The road to achieving anything meaningful is never straight. You'll face obstacles, setbacks, and failures. The key difference between those who succeed and those who don't is their ability to keep going, even when things get tough. Resilience is the foundation that allows you to push through challenges and keep pursuing your goals. Think about the most successful people in any field, whether it's sports, business, or entertainment. They faced rejection, disappointment, and failure. But what sets them apart is their ability to get up every single time they fall. They understand that resilience is the path to success. So if you want to achieve anything of value, if you want to overcome the hurdles that life will inevitably throw your way, you must cultivate resilience. This is the trait that will allow you to turn your dreams into reality, no matter how many times you fall. A never-give-up mindset isn't just about refusing to quit. It's about pushing yourself past your limits, embracing discomfort, and fighting through the tough times. It's about believing in your ability to succeed even when things aren't going your way. When you develop a resilient mindset, failure becomes just another step towards success. When setbacks happen, they're not signs of defeat. They're signs that you're trying, that you're growing, and that you're learning. This mindset is powerful because it transforms your perspective. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, you start seeing them as challenges to overcome, as opportunities to learn. The next time you feel like giving up, remember this: resilience doesn't look like the absence of struggle. It looks like the decision to keep going despite it. Let that be the core of your mindset. You have the power to overcome anything. Don't ever forget that. Let me tell you something. Failure is not the enemy. It's the greatest teacher you will ever have. The key to success is learning how to fail forward. Every time you face a setback, it's not the end. It's simply a step in the process. Successful people fail a lot. What makes them successful is their ability to use those failures as fuel to move forward. Failure teaches you lessons that success can never teach. It reveals your weaknesses and your gaps. And if you're smart, you'll use that information to grow. So when you fail, don't dwell on it. Don't let it define you. Use it to propel yourself to the next level. Fail forward. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving toward your goals. One lesson at a time. Failure is not a brick wall. It's a stepping stone. When you shift your mindset and see failure as part of the process, everything changes. You stop being afraid of it, stop avoiding it, and instead you start to embrace it. It's not about if you'll fail, it's about when you will fail, and how you'll respond to it. When you see failure as a natural part of growth, you understand that every misstep is an opportunity to move closer to your goals. Think about every great success story. You'll find a trail of failures leading to it. Walt Disney was turned down for funding over 300 times before he built Disney. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Failure is just feedback, showing you what didn't work so you can try a different approach. Don't fear it, embrace it. Failure is the teacher you didn't know you needed. It's how you move forward. Your brain is incredibly powerful. It shapes your perceptions, your emotions, and how you react to the world around you. When you face adversity, your brain can either lock you into negative thinking or help you bounce back. The difference is in how you choose to frame those experiences. Instead of focusing on the problem, focus on what you can learn from it. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, see them as opportunities for growth. This is how resilient people think. They don't dwell on what went wrong. They focus on what they can do differently next time. It's about shifting your mindset from "this is too hard" to "this is a lesson in progress." With practice, you can rewire your brain to see adversity as fuel for resilience, not as something that will break you. Your thoughts create your reality. Train them to serve you, not defeat you. Mental toughness doesn't mean being harsh with yourself. In fact, self-compassion is one of the most important tools you can have in building resilience. When you fail, don't beat yourself up. When you struggle, don't criticize yourself. Instead, treat yourself with the same kindness you would show a friend in need. Self-compassion allows you to bounce back faster and with more strength. It gives you the permission to be human and to make mistakes. The key is learning from those mistakes without letting them define you. If you're too hard on yourself, you risk giving up altogether. But when you treat yourself with compassion, you build the emotional strength to face the next challenge head-on. Mental toughness is about being kind to yourself in the face of adversity and using that kindness to fuel your growth. When life knocks you down, you have two choices: stay down or get up. If you want to get up faster, you need strategies. One of the most powerful tools you can use is mindfulness. By practicing mindfulness, you can stay present in the moment and not let negative emotions control you. Another technique is self-reflection. Take a step back, evaluate the situation, and identify what you can learn from it. Journaling is also a great tool. It helps you process your feelings and refocus on your goals. The key is to be intentional about your recovery. Don't let the setback define you. Use these techniques to bounce back stronger and faster each time. Mental resilience doesn't mean doing everything on your own. In fact, one of the most important aspects of building resilience is having a support system. No one achieves success alone. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support your goals, and who lift you up when times get tough. These people will help you stay focused, remind you of your strength, and provide you with the encouragement you need when you feel like giving up. Lean on your support system. Let them remind you that you're capable of overcoming anything. One of the best ways to build resilience is to have a mentor and accountability partners. A mentor is someone who has been where you want to go and can guide you through the rough patches. They help you stay on course and avoid the mistakes they made. Accountability partners help keep you committed to your goals. They make sure you stay focused and continue to push forward even when things get tough. Both mentors and accountability partners help you stay resilient because they remind you of your purpose and keep you on track. Surround yourself with people who will help you stay strong and keep you moving forward. Your social circle is one of your greatest assets. The people you surround yourself with will either lift you up or pull you down. A strong support network can provide you with the emotional strength you need to face any challenge. They offer perspective, advice, and encouragement. They remind you that you're not alone in this journey. So choose your inner circle wisely. Make sure they're people who believe in you, who challenge you, and who support your growth. This is how you build a resilient mindset, a mindset that can withstand anything life throws your way. You don't have to do it alone. With the right support, you can achieve anything. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in the same place, no matter how hard you try to grow? Are you frustrated because you're not seeing the progress you want? It's time for a shift. Today, I'm going to share with you the key to continuous personal growth, the ability to harness the power of your brain. Yes, I'm talking about neuroplasticity. Your brain has an incredible capacity to change, adapt, and grow. The problem is most people don't tap into this power. Instead, they settle for old patterns, stuck in routines that limit their potential. But what if you could literally rewire your brain? What if you could unlock new levels of growth and success, no matter where you are right now? This isn't just theory. This is science, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can use it to your advantage. Get ready for practical tools, real-life stories, and strategies that will change how you think about your potential forever. Let's dive in, because the way you think today can reshape everything tomorrow. Neuroplasticity is one of the most powerful concepts you can learn about your brain. It's the ability of the brain to change and adapt throughout your life. For years, people believed that the brain was fixed, that once you reached a certain age, your mental abilities were set in stone. But that's not true. The brain is constantly reshaping itself based on what you experience, think, and do. Whether it's learning a new skill, recovering from injury, or shifting your mindset, neuroplasticity makes all of this possible. Think of your brain as a muscle. Every time you learn something new or face a challenge, it strengthens, creating new pathways. It's not about being born with certain talents. It's about how you choose to use your brain every single day. Once you understand this, you'll see that the possibilities for growth are limitless. Your brain is capable of far more than you think. All you have to do is activate it. Your brain is like a blank canvas, ready to be shaped by every thought, every experience, and every action you take. Neuroplasticity is the process that allows this to happen. Imagine your brain as a series of pathways, like a network of roads. Every time you think or act, you're either strengthening an existing road or building a new one. The more you use a particular pathway, the stronger it becomes. But if you don't use it, the road starts to fade. This is why your habits matter so much. When you engage in positive, challenging activities, you're not just improving yourself, you're physically reshaping your brain. You're carving out new paths that lead to new possibilities. The more you learn, grow, and step out of your comfort zone, the more you enable your brain to evolve. Your brain is constantly waiting for you to create new experiences, new ways of thinking, and new habits. It's never too late to start. Your brain is always ready for change. Let me tell you about a few people who took advantage of their brain's ability to change. One of the most famous stories is that of Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. Edison didn't invent the light bulb overnight. He failed countless times, but each failure was a learning experience that rewired his brain. He didn't let setbacks define him. Instead, he used each mistake as a stepping stone to a breakthrough. His brain was constantly adapting, evolving, and growing with each experiment. And then there's the story of brain injury survivors. Many people who suffer brain injuries are told they'll never fully recover. Yet, through the power of neuroplasticity, countless individuals have regained abilities they were once told they'd lost forever. They've retrained their brains, creating new neural pathways and recovering their skills. These are just two examples of how ordinary people use the power of their brains to achieve extraordinary things. If they can do it, so can you. Neuroplasticity isn't just for inventors or brain injury patients, it's a tool you can use every day to transform your own life. When you understand that your brain can change, you start to realize that you have the power to shape your future. You're not stuck with the mindset or habits you currently have. Every thought you have, every choice you make can rewire your brain for success. Whether you want to build better habits, overcome negative thinking, or develop new skills, neuroplasticity can help you. It's all about creating the conditions for growth. Start by recognizing your patterns. Are your thoughts holding you back? Are your habits keeping you stuck? With neuroplasticity, you can break free from those patterns and create new ones that align with your goals. The brain is the foundation for everything in your life. Once you unlock its potential, you'll see just how much you can achieve. So how do you strengthen your brain's growth? Start by challenging yourself intellectually. Don't stick to what you know. Push yourself to learn something new every day. Read books, solve puzzles, learn a new language, anything that forces your brain to work differently. But it's not just about mental challenges. Emotional challenges are just as important. Learning to manage stress, handling difficult emotions, and stepping out of your comfort zone all stimulate brain growth. Your brain thrives on new experiences. The more you challenge it, the stronger it gets. This is how you build mental resilience and growth, by constantly stretching your brain, keeping it active and engaged. So ask yourself, what's one thing you can do today to challenge your brain? Don't wait. Start now and you'll start seeing results. Think about your daily routine. Are you just going through the motions, doing the same things day in and day out? Or are you actively seeking to stretch your brain, to make it grow? If you're not challenging your brain, it's easy for it to stagnate. But here's the thing, growth doesn't happen by accident. It happens by design. Every single day you have an opportunity to stretch your brain in new ways. Whether it's through learning something new, taking on a challenge, or stepping into uncomfortable situations, you are shaping your brain with every choice you make. Ask yourself, are you taking full advantage of this opportunity? Or are you letting your brain stay stagnant, stuck in old patterns? You are in control of your brain's growth. It's up to you to push it, to challenge it, and to keep it evolving. Continuous learning is the key to unlocking your full potential. Your brain is like a sponge, capable of soaking up new information and experiences. The more you feed it, the more it grows. And it's not just about book learning, it's about learning in every area of your life. Take a new approach to challenge. Learn new ways to communicate. Push yourself to acquire new skills, not just for the sake of knowledge, but to unlock new possibilities for yourself. Learning isn't just something you do when you're in school. It's something you should be doing every day. The more you commit to learning, the more your brain rewires itself to embrace growth and change. If you want to unlock your full potential, commit to continuous learning, because growth doesn't stop until you stop challenging yourself. To make the most of neuroplasticity, you need to actively engage your brain in exercises that promote growth. Start with simple activities like reading, journaling, or meditating. These activities force your brain to adapt and grow in new ways. Try learning a new language or musical instrument, both of which require intense brain activity and create new neural pathways. Another powerful exercise is mindfulness meditation. It not only calms the mind, but it also strengthens the brain's ability to focus and adapt. The key is consistency. Do these activities regularly, and you'll start noticing changes in your ability to learn, adapt, and face challenges. These are small actions that over time create big results. Your brain can only grow when you engage it in new, challenging experiences. So make these exercises a part of your daily routine. Here's a simple truth. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens when you push yourself beyond it. Discomfort is the gateway to growth, the place where new neural pathways are formed. It's easy to stick with what's familiar, but if you want to change, you have to step into the unknown. Every time you face discomfort, your brain is forced to adapt, and that's when growth happens. Whether it's learning a new skill, trying something that scares you, or simply tackling a difficult problem, discomfort forces your brain to work harder and grow stronger. Embrace it. Don't shy away from it. The discomfort you feel is a sign that you're on the verge of growth. It's the moment when your brain starts to rewire itself for success. Step into it, and you'll see how much you can achieve. The unknown is where true growth happens. When you challenge yourself to step into unfamiliar territory, you force your brain to adapt and grow. The unknown is uncomfortable, yes, but it's also where you find your greatest potential. Don't avoid challenges because they seem difficult or uncertain. Dive into them. Embrace the discomfort because it's in those moments that you are reshaping your brain and pushing yourself towards success. Every challenge you take on, every risk you face, is an opportunity to expand your brain's capacity. So next time you face something unknown, don't back away. Challenge yourself. Your brain is waiting for it, and so is your success. Have you ever felt like you've been stuck in the same cycle, constantly spinning but never moving forward? Maybe you've tried to change your habits, but no matter how hard you push, it feels like nothing is working. Or perhaps you've been waiting for success to magically appear, but it never does. Here's the truth. Change doesn't come from waiting. It comes from taking control. Today is the day you start building the life you've always dreamed of. I'm about to walk you through the steps that will help you turn everything you've learned into action. Real action that leads to real results. This isn't about empty promises. It's about creating a blueprint for your success and turning it into a reality. Get ready to put everything into motion, because the only thing standing between you and success is the action you're willing to take. Stay with me, and by the end, you'll have the tools and mindset to create lasting, meaningful change in your life. You've learned a lot up until this point about how your mind works, how to shift your habits, how to challenge yourself. But none of that means anything if you don't turn it into action. The key is to create a success blueprint, a clear, personalized plan that takes everything you've learned and organizes it into a tangible roadmap. This plan is your guide. It outlines where you want to go and how you're going to get there. But here's the catch. Without a plan, it's all just theory. Action is where the magic happens. You need to set a clear vision, break it down into actionable steps, and then get to work. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start now, even if it's just a small step. Remember, the longest journey begins with the first step. Your blueprint is the starting point for everything you'll achieve. It's the foundation you'll build on for the rest of your life. Success doesn't happen all at once. It's built piece by piece. That's why setting both short-term and long-term goals is essential. Short-term goals keep you focused and driven on a day-to-day basis. They give you something to strive for today, tomorrow, and next week. But long-term goals are the bigger picture. They define your ultimate success, the reason you're doing all this in the first place. To create lasting success, you need both. Short-term goals give you the momentum to keep moving, while long-term goals keep you on the right path. To build them, start by breaking down your vision for the future into smaller, manageable steps. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve in the next 6 months? 1 year? 3 years? Be specific. Set goals that are realistic but challenging. And always remember, it's not about doing everything at once. It's about staying focused and moving forward, one goal at a time. Now let's take a moment to imagine your life a year from now. What if you woke up every single day and applied these strategies? Whether it's setting goals, stretching your brain, embracing discomfort, or staying relentless, what would that look like? I'll tell you what it would look like: success. But more importantly, it would look like growth. It would look like progress. Every day you'd be a step closer to the person you've always wanted to be. You'd be reshaping your habits, your mindset, and your life. If you apply these strategies every day, you're not just building success, you're creating a life you're proud of. A life that's on your terms, built by your effort. Imagine the confidence you'd have, the sense of accomplishment. Your growth would become unstoppable. But that's the power of consistency. If you commit to it, your life will change in ways you never thought possible. Let me tell you something, the road to success is never smooth. It's filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But here's the truth, those obstacles are part of the process. It's easy to give up when things get tough. But if you want to succeed, you've got to push through. This is where consistency becomes your greatest weapon. When setbacks hit, and they will, you need to stay focused on your goals. Don't let one failure define you. Track your progress, no matter how small, and keep moving forward. Remember, success isn't about never failing. It's about staying in the game long enough to figure it out. Resilience is what separates those who make it from those who don't. The key is to stay consistent and keep going. Your success depends on it. One of the biggest mistakes people make on their journey to success is forgetting to celebrate the small wins. You see, we're all so focused on the big picture, the end goal, that we forget to recognize the progress we've made along the way. But here's the truth, celebrating small wins is crucial. It's how you build momentum. Every time you achieve something, no matter how small, you're reinforcing the positive habits that lead to bigger success. So take a moment to celebrate. Acknowledge the progress you've made and then get back to work. Small wins don't just feel good. They fuel your drive and keep you on track. When you celebrate, you're telling your brain, this is working, I can do this. And that's how you build lasting momentum. When setbacks happen, and they will, it's easy to get discouraged. But here's the secret: you can't afford to stop. You must stay relentless. Success doesn't come from avoiding obstacles. It comes from pushing through them. It comes from refusing to let anything stand in your way. You might stumble, you might fall, but the key is getting back up. And getting back up faster than the last time. When life knocks you down, don't stay down. Get up, learn from the experience, and keep moving forward. There's a power in persistence that cannot be ignored. The people who succeed are the ones who refuse to quit. So every time you face a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I push forward? Your ability to keep going is what will separate you from those who never make it. The truth is simple. Your future is in your hands. The choices you make today will determine the life you live tomorrow. If you want success, you have to take full ownership of your actions, your decisions, and your mindset. Stop waiting for the perfect opportunity. Stop waiting for the right moment. That moment is now. Every action you take today shapes your tomorrow. Your destiny isn't something that just happens to you, it's something you create. It's in your hands. Every small decision you make, every step you take gets you closer to the life you want. So take control. Stop blaming circumstances, stop waiting for luck, and start creating the future you deserve. Remember this, your brain adapts to the mindset you choose. If you choose to think positively, to stay focused on growth, your brain will begin to rewire itself to match that mindset. It will seek opportunities. It will find solutions. But if you choose to focus on doubt, fear, and negativity, your brain will focus on those too. The power is in your hands. Shift your thinking. Rewire your brain. Choose a mindset of growth, possibility, and success. The more you do this, the more your brain will work in your favor, and the more you'll see your dreams begin to unfold. Now I'm going to ask you a simple but powerful question. Are you ready to take control? Are you ready to apply everything you've learned and start creating the life you've always wanted? It's time to take action, to push yourself, to rewire your brain for success. You have everything you need within you. The only thing left is your willingness to act. Your success is not some distant dream. It starts today with the choices you make and the actions you take. So let's get started. Your future is waiting. It's time to take control and build the life you deserve. Let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed today. Rewiring your brain is the key to transforming your life. It all starts with breaking free from the limiting beliefs that have held you back for so long. You don't need to carry those doubts anymore. They have no power unless you give them permission. The power to overcome is within you. But it's not just about changing your thoughts, it's about building resilience. When life gets tough, it's your ability to push through, to stay committed even when the road is hard, that will keep you moving forward. The combination of rewiring your mind, breaking through barriers, and staying resilient is the foundation for achieving lasting success. It all begins with you, right here, right now. I want you to hear me loud and clear. Success is within your reach, but it all begins with your mindset. Everything you've learned, all the strategies, all the lessons, they mean nothing if you don't master the way you think. Your mind shapes your reality. If you believe you're capable, you'll find a way to succeed. If you let fear and doubt rule your thoughts, you'll stay stuck. The power to change your life is inside of you, waiting to be unlocked. It starts with one decision. Decide right now to take control of your mind. Shape your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions, and success will follow. This is your time. The success you've been searching for starts inside your mind. This is your moment. I'm challenging you right now to make a commitment. Commit to changing your thoughts, your habits, and your mindset. Right now, decide that you will no longer let old patterns hold you back. Take the first step today. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for everything to be lined up perfectly. It's never going to be perfect. The best time to start is now. The path to success begins the moment you choose to take that first step, no matter how small it may seem. Today is the day you start changing your life. So what's it going to be? Are you ready to take control and create the life you deserve? The time for change is now. I want you to remember one thing. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Everything you need to succeed is already inside you. But just like any tool, you have to know how to use it. Rewire your mind, train your mind, and success will no longer be a distant dream. It will become your reality. You have the power to shape your thoughts, your actions, and your destiny. The only question is, will you use that power? Will you take control of your mind and unlock your full potential? If you do, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Your mind is your ultimate tool. Use it wisely, and success will be inevitable.